Welcome to the project demonstration of blind stick with obstacle detection and step detection. So in this project we have the features like the features we are using the 3 ultrasonic sensors for front, left, right obstacle detection, and 4th ultrasonic sensor for the step detection, and water sensor to detect the water content when the person is walking. Then this sensor will detect the water content and it will inform to the microcontroller. And also we have the Phi Detection, so with a flame sensor and LDR sensor detected. So as the system for the blind persons though, so in the darkness the other person should know the presence of the blind person, then that will be indicated through this headlight. So it will inform to the other persons, the so-called one person is existing in front of them. And next, RF remote also is there. So if the blind person forgot this blind stick, then with the help of this RF remote he can get the beep sound from this. So coming to the outputs, so whenever the obstacle is detected, left, front and right side, respective voice will be announced with the help of this API 3383 module, so through these earphones. And RF buzzer, and whenever the flame fire detected, we will get the buzzer alerts, and LDR purpose headlights, and the steps voice outputs, along with water content also will get the voice outputs. So all these are sensors interfaced to the PIC16F877A microcontroller. So coming to the pin connections, we have interfaced the 4 ultrasonic sensors at A0, A1, A2, A3, A5, E0, E1, E2. So each sensor will take 2 pins, and next voice module output will be connected at this slot, that is a C4 to C7 and D4 to D7. And water sensor, so this water sensor connected at the C1 pin, and RF remote, this one decoder IC connected at the C3 pin, and fire sensor at C2 pin, LDR at C0 pin, and buzzer at D3 pin. So these are the inputs and outputs. So whenever coming to the RF operation, whenever the person presses this switch, then the encoder will encode the information and transmit the signal through this RF 433 MHz transmitter module, and the same data will be received by this receiver, and next that will be given to the decoder, so HT12D. The decoded data will be given to the PIC microcontroller. So as we discussed, the pin number is C3. So this is for the RF communication. Coming to the ultrasonic working principle, so ultrasonic consists of 2 sections. One is a transmitter module and a receiver module. There is a T and R. So transmitter will transmit the ultrasonic waves, and whenever the obstacle is present in front of that, so-called ultrasonic waves will be reflected by the surface of the obstacle, and that will be received by this receiver module, and based on the receiving speed time that captured by the PIC microcontroller, and it will calculate the distance. So ultrasonic sensor can measure up to 4 meters. So in this project we have coded for 45 centimeters for the demonstration purpose. And next, API 3383 is a audio playback recorder. Predefinedly we have recorded the voice, so around 6 voices which are sufficient in our project, but it can store up to 8 voices, and each voice should be consist of maximum 3 seconds. And next, LDR sensor input. So LDR is connected at the so-called pin C0, and whenever the light presence increases on the surface of the LDR, then the resistance between the 2 pins will be decreases. Based on that, voltage varies. Based on the voltage varies, microcontroller coded in order to switch on the headlight through this transistor board. So as we know, the transistor will act as a switch. Here we are using BC547 transistor to on this headlights. And coming to the flame sensor, directly the flame consists of the IRS that will be captured by this IR receiver, so it will be considered as a flame. Then the system will provide the input to the microcontroller, and parallelly RF and flame will get the buzzer. So here you can observe that the buzzer board consists of a same BC547 transistor. Same here also we are going to trigger the transistor will trigger the buzzer directly. So coming to the motherboard, so the whole motherboard connected with input and output modules. So there we can observe one 7805 regulator. The whole system driven by the 12 volt 1 amp battery which we have connected here, the back side, so which is a rechargeable battery. So we'll tell you how to recharge that. So the output from this battery will be given through this switch. This is the on off switch. so through the switch to the 705 regulator here. So 705 regulator purpose is which will regulate the voltage 12 volts to 5 volts, and which is the main sufficient working voltage for our motherboard. And the next, so the microcontroller once get the 5 volts power supply, then the system start reading input from the input sensors of ultrasonic and all the input sensors. And on this motherboard we can see one steel plated one. This is the crystal oscillator which will provide the clock pulse to the microcontroller. So the purpose of the crystal oscillator is we have provided some instructions like reading inputs and controlling the outputs. Each sensor will be provided with one instruction. Each instruction will be executed per clock pulse. So like that we are providing 20 mega clock pulse per second, so that microcontroller can execute 20 mega instructions per second. So that is the fastness. And next, this one is the restart switch to restart the microcontroller. So let us see the demonstration. And coming to the battery charging, if you want to charge a battery, so this one is the charger provided, and we need to connect the 230 volts input to this transformer. Then there will be a red light, green light indication. The charger got switched on, and then connect the B to the B. So already transformer connected it T to the T, and connect the battery B to the B. Then it will take 8 hours maximum to be fully charged. Once the 8 hours is completed, then you can disconnect the charger from the battery. And before switching on this kit, place the system in normal mode because of obstacle should not be detected. Right. And now, so I am placing the earphones near the phone mic. So when we switch on the kit, it will give the welcome message to us. So before switching on the kit, we should on the RF transmitter first of all, without any like malfunction going on. So we should on this first transmitter section and then switch on this motherboard.
Water detected.
So we need to wipe out this. Right. Okay. And whenever the front obstacle
in your front. Obstacle in your front.
And left side.
Obstacle on the left side. Steps detected.
So right side obstacle.
Obstacle on right side.
Right.
Obstacle on right side. Steps detected.
Right. And the glass.
Water detected. Obstacle on right side. Water detected.
Right. And after that you can wipe out the water totally. Right. And the next is RF remote. If the person forgot you want to find the blind stick, then press this switch. Right. So you'll get the beeps. And coming to the fire, so we'll get the fire detection also. So like it has a features ultrasonic sensor in 3 directions and step detection along with water detection and RF remote feature with fire detection and headlight feature also. So whenever the darkness is detected, so here we place the Ldr sensor. Right. So now, so if it's in loose contact, you can just open this and close. So whenever the lighting is detected, automatically off, and darkness detected, it will be on.